if you've seen my yesterday's daily read aloud, we are going back to the read alouds. So yesterday we read Die for Wimpy Kid. Oh, and you might be asking, why are we doing all the read alouds in one? Well, I thought it would be way quicker than, watching the read aloud, than watching, Rodrick rolls. So I decided to put them all together. So yesterday we were reading about lying and stuff, so you can go check that out. And we started this Ratatouille book, and we read all about the rats. We read about Emily, which is his brother. I hope I'm saying that right. And Remy and Danja, which is the dad. So, and we're starting a new book. What is gravity? So, we're going to be starting this book. Or let's see how long this one is. Alright, yeah, we're reading this one. This one's way shorter. And so today is Friday in his world, which is actually pretty good since today is Friday. Well, it's been 3 days and I've kept my promise to Mom, and I've been 100% honest the whole time. And believe it or not, it's not that hard. There is music playing outside. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's really hard to hear. It's like twinkling music. It's very beautiful. I like hearing it in the morning. Or, wait, I gotta see what that is. Maybe it's the neighbor's bells. Oh, yeah, but it's not the neighbor's bells. Which I'm actually glad it's here because I like hearing it. Alright, let's keep reading. It's not that hard. In fact, it's kind of liberating. I've been in a couple situations already where there's a lot more honest than I would have been a week ago. For example, the other day I had a conversation with this neighborhood kid named Sean Selena. When I grow up, I'm going to be a professional basketball player. Think again, Sean. Neither one of those parents is tall and 5'2", and you're only 200-pound 6-year-old. I know. So you see, he's talking with this kid. I cannot tell a lie, so the guy gets really mad. And yesterday, Roy's family had a birthday party for his grandfather. Next year, I want a chocolate cake. That's if you're alive next year. So you see, they're at a birthday party, and he says something very rude. And I have this little ball. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very tiny, and I have to put it in my treasure box. Hey, I'm just trying to be realistic, and everyone got mad at him. So you see, the dad has that little thing. Most people don't seem to appreciate a person as honest as I am, so don't ask me how Greg Washington ever got to be president. And that you saw, that was a very short chapter, so now we're going to read what is gravity. So gravity, basically, what makes stuff fall to the ground. So that made it fall. You guys may be what? Wait, you made it touch the ground. No. If I dropped it, it would have been floating everywhere if there was no gravity. But since there is, it drops to the ground. And it's also very important for the planets, which there's no gravity up there. Hi, my name is Christopher. So this is Christopher, and he's going to be with us with the gravity situation. Hey, that hurt. I wonder, why do things fall? So you see, this apple fell on his head. It went, and it hit his head. Poor thing. I know, it's caused by gravity. So you see, this monkey came, is it going to explain? Gravity? What's that? Oh, he has a boo-boo. Poor Christopher. It's a very hard thing to explain, but I'll try. Let's start with the apple. So this little wormy's going to have a little ride. This is interesting. So 2 of his friends came to here. When I drop the apple, it falls to the ground. Watch it fall. So this monkey dropped the apple on the ground. And you look out, Christopher! So it almost hit Christopher. Look how big that apple is. Because why is it so big? It's almost as big as him. So he's on a rock. Christopher. When I jump off this rock, I fall too. You try. So he jumped off. So you can see this bird got arrested too. Or maybe it's going for the apple. Gravity is the force that makes this happen. We cannot see it, we cannot feel it. Gravity pulls things towards the ground. It keeps our feet on the ground. So you see Christopher jumped off the rock and he landed safely. Just imagine if we lived in a place where there was no gravity. Look at these pictures. They show what it would be like. All of our friends are floating in the air. So he's showing Christopher some pictures. And there's some, they jumped in the air and that would have been them if there was no gravity. And my pillowcase is opening. Don't want that. So you see, he took a picture of all this stuff in the air. Everything would float in the air. Just look at the chair and the table. They float just like animals. You guys are animals. Look at this huge... Wait, is that a tomato? No, I think that's a tomato, but look how big that is. Why is it so big? Gravity on Earth keeps us on the ground. A scientist... Isaac Newton studied about gravity. He told us many things about gravity. So, look, the wormy came out. He fell out. It's caused by gravity. So now there's him. He's going to hear about it too. Gravity also explains the way things move. Remember the apple? When I drop it, it falls in a straight line until it hits the ground. So they're watching the apple fall. And like the wormy's like, careful! Which I think the wormy is adorable. And the bird is interested in this story. If I drop it and it hits the branch, it's changed direction. Then it falls in a straight line until it hits the ground. So you see, he dropped it off the apple and it bounced, and the worm's like kind of like dizzy, and he's like, not again. So the wormy's back in the apple because that's his home. That's where he lives. Now if I look at the apple on the ground, it will never start to move by itself. Gravity holds it in place. It will never move unless someone or something makes it. So they're observing or looking at the apple. So there's a big baseball. Look at this big baseball. Why is every single thing so big? We can see this. We can see this if we look at the ball game. The ball keeps on moving as long as the player are hitting it back and forth. So they're looking, there's a little hole right here if you could see, and Christopher's looking at the game. Careful! You don't want to get hit. Once the ball stops, someone or something has to make it move, or gravity holds the place where it is. So this wormy almost got crushed by the baseball. And, Christopher has a bat now. I don't know where that came from, but... Gravity holds you on the ground, keeps everything in place around it. It is part of our world on Earth. So the wormy is looking at the ground because no. I hope that does not eat them, but I don't know if squirrels eat worms. If they do, that would be very bad. Now I know something about gravity. Me too. So Christopher bit the apple and the worm's like his eyebrows up. I don't know if you can see it because it's so dark. And this little... He's like, me too. On the back of the book, it says, it has him, the worm, floating in the air. And that was a little bit something about gravity. Now let's read our grand finale, Ratatouille. So, like I said, yesterday we learned about the introduction and the rat family. So I said this was a long book, and it is. So now we're going to read something about some places that they do. Well, let's see how far we get. The cottage. Remy's home is a charming cottage situated in the countryside. It's just outskirts of the Paris, France. It belongs to a short-sighted old lady named Mabel, who has no idea that her whole colony living in her attic. So this is a pretty nice cottage or house, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to turn on my light because it's so hard to see this. I hope that's much better. So here you can see the cottage. Oh, that's much... No, that did not help at all. Okay, well... Tough lady. She may look like a frail old lady, but Mabel has history. She fought for the French resistance in World War II. Knows how to protect herself, even against rats. I did not know that. She didn't tell us. So this little rat, this little lady. The kitchen. Mabel's unique kitchen is a treasure trove for rats. Remy enjoys sniffing out herbs and spices in her cupboards, while Emily just likes finding scraps of moldy food. So you see, I don't know if you can see him, but he's right here in the back, where my finger's pointing, holding trash. Poisonous checker. While Mabel sleeps in the cottage, Remy is busy outside being a poison checker. His job is to make sure the food and scraps are safe enough to eat for rats to eat. So this is what I explained in the last one. So you can see Remy is right there. And this is what I explained in the first time we read this. So basically his job is to make sure the food is not poisonous, so we don't kill the rats. Evacuate. Remy's dangerous habit of rambling for spices in the kitchen while Mabel snores watching TV eventually is a disaster for the rats. Happening to glance at the TV, Remy is shocked to learn that his hero is dead. When Mabel wakes up and catches the sight of a rat, it's time for Remy to make a quick exit. Remy ignores Danjo and Emily's advice and follows his nose instead. His quest for some savor in his latest condition is one daring step too far. So you see, Remy is right there, and he's sniffing out some recipes. Recipe for disaster. Mabel's reaction to her unwelcome guest is to blast him with a shotgun. So, yeah, if you've seen the movie, she's a pretty fierce woman. Which reveals to the attic hiding place. The rats soon realize it's no longer safe in the cozy cottage. So, when she noticed how much the rats are living in the house, she started shooting everywhere to get them all down and out of the house. Sewer scramble. Led by Danjo, the rats evacuate to the sewer to regroup and look for a new home. Luckily, making a fast exit is what rats do best. Building boats out of whatever they can find, and they hit the river in safety, storm drain. So you see all of the rats are on the boat. If you want to turn up your screen brightness to see this, I don't know why. Quick getaway. Now I'm going to turn up my screen brightness so you guys. So I make sure you guys can actually see if you turn up your screen brightness. Okay, that might be much better. Quick getaway. Only one of the rats get lost in panic. Remy could not bear to leave the cookbook behind at the cottage. But when he goes back to get it, he is separated by the rest of the pack. So you see, oh, this is much better. So if you guys want to see these dark pictures, you might want to turn up your screen brightness until it says brightness too. So you see the boat is back here and then they're separated. All alone, Remy is left floating down the sewer on his prized possession. Although the book probably saved his life, he may never see Emily or Danjo again. So you see, he's on the book. If you have your screen brightness down, Remy is right there. So I'll still point where the rats are because some people are, like, their eyes are fragile to bright light, so and they have to keep their screen brightness down. I'll point to where the rats are and Remy and Danjo and whatever. Gourmet City. Paris, so this is the Paris Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower is right there. Oh, I just noticed. Look at the restaurant is right here. Gourmet City. Paris, France's glamorous capital city, welcomes all lovers of good food, apart from the rats, of course. To Remy, ever-glowing white rose represents a warm calf or a cozy kitchen when he isn't wanted. But this city has a history of daring to accept new fashions and new ideas. Perhaps a unique talent like Remy. Anything is possible. Could Paris be the city of opportunity for a little rat like Remy? So the rat, he's right there. Alone in Paris. There are many ways to discover the wonderful city of Paris, but emerging a damp sewer, having lost their family and friends, isn't the top of the list. Remy is now to tackle life's problems alone. Or does he? It's just his crazy imagination, or has a friendly spirit to guide him. Guiding light. An imaginary friend is way better than no friend at all, especially when you're in trouble. The chef assures a starving Remy that food will always come to ones that love to cook. So this is the chef that I can't pronounce his name. His head body is kind of wonky donkey because this part right here. But it's a pretty good cookbook. My bag sheet keeps coming off. Remy sees Paris like no tourist can, traveling inside walls, through ceilings, and across floors. Along the way, he catches a glimpse of Parisons live. For Remy, it is true behind-the-scenes journey. Oh, I got notification. Okay. So you see, he's right there. He's crawling through the walls. Remy is thrilled when the chef's advice leads him to a place he's dreamed of surely. Surely it must be destiny that he has brought Remy to the front of his hero's world-famous restaurant. So this is the restaurant he keeps talking about. The chef is right here. The Promised Land. Wide-eyed and closely whiskered, Remy thrills to sights and sounds of the flame of the famous Gusteau's famous bustling kitchen. It'd be a dream come true to cook alongside of such world-class chefs. So, them and his imaginary ghost friend is looking at the kitchen. Oh, I forgot. The ghost is right here, Remy is right here. Remy should be more careful about walking on the rooftop. He loses balance and takes a plunge in the kitchen below. It is one massive leap for rat kind straight into human territory. So you see he falls. He's right here and the ghost is right here. But he falls down. So we're going to do the last page, no place for a rat. And then the next time we're going to be bonjour. Where the kitchen. So we're going to be learning about so I guess we could do a little bit more. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more. Danger zone. A kitchen is a cozy place for humans, but it's a deadly assault course for a rat. Remy must dodge hot pots, sharp knives, and flaming stovetops. His biggest obstacle are thundering feet of towering chefs. So you see he falls. He's right here, by the way. He falls into the kitchen. No place for a rat. Remy is overjoyed when he finds himself poisoned above famous kitchen. The fall perfect view of its lights, but the kitchen turns into a nightmare when the skylight he's looking through suddenly gives away when he ends up plunging into danger. I talk so fast, I have to breathe every single time. The skylight he's looking through, suddenly he ends up plunging in danger. Up above, he was appreciated observer, but down below, he's a kitchen's worst enemy, a rat. Remy begins his terrifying triple for plunge into a greasy dishwasher. Luckily, he paddles to the surface to hopes to get a clean getaway. So he's in the sink. He's right here, by the way. He comes close to a new dish on the menu, a feathered rat. When Remy tries to scurry along the kitchen floor safety, a busy chef makes things hot for him. So he's under the stove, and there's so much fire. So he's right here. When Remy plans to escape from the kitchen, he gets distracted and starts imagining various ways he could fix a disastrous soup. So you see he's right there. He's carrying some ingredients. Pots, pans, and quarters make handy traps for a rodent on the run. When a kitchen boy Linguini traps Remy under a coal lid in the start of a cooking adventure for both of them. So how he gets outside is Linguini takes him outside and accidentally makes him go in the river. In a jam, it's nearly the end of the line when Remy's trapped in a jar. Head chef Skinner wants to dispose an unwelcome guest. Luckily, the kitchen boy Linguini has other ideas. So you see he's in there, right here. Bonjour, which is hello. Designing a restaurant in art light must be kindly low, but not dark and gloomy. This kitchen must be simple, effective, hygienic. Guestins, of course, combines all these qualities. And food, beyond compare. This table is a spotless white tablecloth and fresh flowers of silver color. So you see, this is the table. I don't know if you can see it, but very adorable. So right now, this is the dining room right here. Very pretty. This is a foyer. I don't know what a foyer is. I think it's like a little sitting area. Head scanner has kept Gus's old office as he left it, except for some large cardboard cutouts of his gourmet microwave with munchies. So you see, when he goes into his office, there's like cardboard pictures of all the chefs. The food safe is a tempting place for hungry rats. So they have all these cheese and stuff, and that's how Remy and them can talk. Gus's pride in himself is not making food, but hungry with a flair. So you see, he's now cooking up some buns or something. In this pass is standing for all dinner orders and finished dishes, so waiters can satisfy their hungry customers. So this is where all the orders go. So all these pieces of paper, all these pieces of paper, all those are orders. The pass and the staging point for all diners order finished dishes, so they can their customers. So this is the kitchen. Yeah, a huge kitchen. Up here in this little corner is the food, and this, when you go out, this is the courtyard, which is basically outside. So tomorrow we're going to learn about the Gustons, a little bit about a rush. Wait. Yeah, we can. Oh, this is about some people. Tomorrow we're going to learn about some more people, and like Linguini, Skinner, the Colette, and the little chef. So yeah, we're going to learn about some people tomorrow, which is very exciting. So we're going to stay off on this page. Let's wait till tomorrow. Bye.